Hi, I'm Tess. I've been speaking at this event for like 10 years now, I think. I've met so many great people, and I've been able to watch many of you go from freshman to senior. A lot of you have watched me also grow up. I'm now a freshman at Brockport, majoring in nursing, and I also have some great news. Because of all of your inspiration and support, I joined DPhiE at Brockport. And I crossed on Friday, and I'm so happy and excited to officially call you all my sisters. As an 18-year-old living with cystic fibrosis, on the outside it may look like I'm just like all of you. But in reality, I fight every day just to be able to breathe. This past year has probably been the toughest, most challenging year of my life. Especially the past few months. Trying to manage my health, school, and still trying to have a social life has been extremely difficult. Not to mention being on my own at college for the first time. I constantly hear health first, school second. So I spend most of my days revolved when I'm going to do all of my treatments, take my pills, and hook up my IVs. I have to do 5 different nebulizers twice a day while I wear a vest to shake up my lungs, and this takes about 45 minutes to an hour. I take 10 pills in the morning and at night, and some in the afternoon. I have to schedule my day around when I do my IV medication and when I'll be hooked up to a pole in my room for as long as the medicine runs. I have to take a 2-hour drive home weekly for doctor's appointments, blood draws, and port changes. Reality hit when I went in for an appointment and I was feeling so run down and sick, they admitted me right there and then into the hospital. I was out of school for 3 weeks, and 2 of those were spent confined in the hospital walls. Originally, I was admitted to treat the many harmful bacteria growing in my lungs, causing my lung function to decline. I was put on 4 different IV antibiotics being administered around the clock. Trying to fix one problem always created another. All of these antibiotics came with side effects, and the main one for me was nausea. I couldn't eat or even smell food without getting nauseous. Most days I couldn't even keep down my nightly tube feeds. This created big concern for my weight and the nutrition I was getting. It was really scary to hear my doctor say that I was clinically starving. So to fix that problem, I've been forced to do IV nutrition called TPN through my port and my feed tubes on top of all of that. Sorry. While most people spent their winter break with friends or family, I had to spend mine in a hospital in Pittsburgh for a lung transplant consultation. In December, they said that I was too healthy for a lung transplant. All the people around me were carrying oxygen tanks, and I observed that I was the youngest person there. Right now, my doctor is trying to get me healthy enough to even be able to endure a lung transplant, and that has become a very frightening reality, trading one disease for another. Over the months, my lung function has been declining. It was even as low as 24%. Imagine breathing through a straw every day, every second. It's been difficult for me to even walk around my room or a flight of stairs without being completely out of breath. I fight so hard every day to try and get better, and I'm not at all ready to give up. I often get discouraged considering that I work so hard every day, but I am still unhealthy. Or that sometimes I wish that I was able to go out with my friends on the weekend and not be confined in my room hooked up to an IV. I wish that I could walk to class without having to take breaks to catch my breath. I wish I didn't have to take so many medications. I wish I could breathe, and I wish there was a cure. But I know a cure is possible because of fundraising and because of all of you. A new drug is in the works, and I am hopeful that it will come out at the end of the summer. And that would not be possible if it wasn't for all of the fundraising that DPhiE and everyone else does. and for the money being donated today. It means the world to me that I get to be invited here year after year and share my story. And I wouldn't be where I am today without all of you. Please continue to stand with me to make CF stand for Cure Found. Thank you.